Yeah. BlockBoy Sports Talk. The whole city on the board now. BlockBoy Sports Talk. Run the score up. Whole team eating, put the floor up. Talk big plays when we pull up out the dark. Stats on the chain, that's BlockBoy Sports Talk. BlockBoy Sports Talk. Yeah, turn win to a whole stock. Talk big plays when we pull up out the dark. Stats on the chain, that's BlockBoy Sports Talk. Hey, I was calling huddles by the corner store. Turn drills in the rain to a marble floor. Coach on my phone say you next up, boy. Mama in the bleachers screaming jump for joy. Scoreboard flashing like a highlight reel. Fans chant loud when they know it's real. Bet on myself, that's a parlay deal. Whole block sign, that's our hometown seal, yeah. Yeah, BlockBoy Sports Talk, run the score up. Whole team eating, put the floor up. Talk big plays when we pull up out the dark.
Welcome back. It is
BlockBoy Sports Talk.
I gotta keep clapping because this is episode 75. Man,
75, man.
Yes,
75, man.
Yes. It's your boy Vex. What's happening?
It's your boy Marco Polo, man. Welcome back. BlockBoy Sports Talk, episode 75. It's a lot going on from boxing to WNBA starting. Still got soccer, NHL,
crazy.
NBA. It's crazy, man. We're gonna get into it, man. We got a special guest gonna call in very shortly. But let's start off with the defenders, man. Tell us what's going on, man.
Yeah, well, the defenders unfortunately took an L this week, man. Even though Jordan Tiamu had 353 yards passing, got sacked 4 times. The Louisville Kings came into Washington, D.C., and they took their lunch money, man. They lost 30-13, but it's okay. It's still a lot of time left in the season, and I think the defenders are going to be okay on this one.
Yeah, that was this wake-up call, man, even with the yardage, man. They was all in the backfield, man, like they was running backs, man. But shout out to the defenders, Washington defenders, man. Stand up, we'll be back.
Yeah.
We just lost one. It ain't that hard, man.
Yeah.
And moving on with more football.
Hold on, before we even move on, why don't you go ahead, because we're waiting on the call to call in, and we can revisit. We might as well go ahead and, get the boxing out front, man, on these people.
Oh man, it's a lot of
boxing
okay, going on, man. You got the boxing, you got the UFC. You don't want to jump into the WNBA, nothing else. First, you want to get right into.
Let them know, man. It's cool.
Woo, man. This past weekend, this was a epic heavyweight fight. None other than Fabio Wardley taking on Daniel Dubois for the WBO Heavyweight belt.
I think somebody was fighting.
Hey. As my man Corey Sanders, man, boxer, ex-heavyweight contender says, man, it only takes one punch. And out the gate, Fabio Wardley, man, he hit Dubois with a right on the temple, that sweet spot. And he slowly came tumbling down wobbly, man. I'm talking about out the gate. Right after that, on the 3rd round, same result, hit him again, same punch, repeat. Back on the ground, stumbling, man. And you would thought that was over. You were like, man, Fabio Wardley, man, one of the toughest chins in the game in the heavyweight division, man. He keeping his WBO, but no, none at all. As Daniel Dubois did in a couple of other fights, getting back off the canvas, he put on an onslaught of punches, and Fabio Wardley tried to block him with his face and his nose, which didn't turn out good for him, and the end result was a massive beatdown. It looked like he's gonna need some facial reconstruction. Like definitely his nose cracked. It got so ugly that they stopped the fight. He still was on his feet. He was on his twos, but he was dead on his feet. I'm talking about he was asleep on his feet. He might have some brain damage, hopefully not, but they stopped it in the 10th because it was ugly.
Fight broke out.
It was definitely. And on that same card, it was a massive upset with David Morrell. For those who don't know who David Morrell is, he fought David Benavidez, and that was one of my bad picks. I had David Morrell to beat David Benavidez. That's just this. I said that just to say this. That's how good of a boxer puncher David Morrell is until Saturday night. He got beat by a guy who was a teacher. I'm talking about this guy had more students than he had fights. And he put it on David Morrell, and they stopped the fight in the 10th round. It was a massive upset, one of the biggest upsets in history, as this Saturday night was a upset night. So that was on that card. We also have some more boxing matches coming up. We got Keyshawn the Businessman Davis. Oh, hold on, we got a call right there. Hold on, one call.
Yes, okay. Hello. Alan. Oh, what's up, my brother? Hold on, let me make sure I got you on. Let me get you on speaker for the people out there, because you called in to the show right on time. We stopping what I'm doing to talk to you. What's happening? Alan Rawson, ladies and gentlemen. We got him on the phone. What's up, my brother?
Hey, how you doing? How's it going, sports world?
Hey, man.
It's going wonderful, man. It's going wonderful, man. We was just doing a little bit of the boxing breakdown. We was talking about the Defenders, how they took their first loss. And we was pretty much waiting on you. We was doing a little bit of boxing breakdown, man. It's going wonderful, though. But how about you?
I can't complain, man. My daughters came home for Mother's Day, and so we had a really good time hanging out with my wife, and was able to bless my own mother, so I can't complain.
All right. That's right. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there as well. That's a blessing. Hey, man, since we got you on the line, man, you done called in, man. This NFL minicamp has started, man. And since you are the expert on the NFL,
yeah, first before we jump in there, we're gonna talk about Sonny Styles. You know, that's the Washington Commanders. Exactly. He in the mini camp. Just to break it in, and they eyes are on him, and in our hometown right here in Washington D.C. Eyes are on Sonny Styles. But what other standouts and all information you can give us on mini camp and their other stuff going on in the NFL? Talk to us, Al.
Well, minicamp is a great time, man, but I would be reluctant not to mention that Jeremiah Love, the Notre Dame running back, went to Arizona, and then our second string went first round also to Seattle, which hasn't been done in a long time. I think Arvin did it with Cadillac, and I forgot the other brother's name, but minicamp, man, is an exciting time. It's a time for all the rookies to come in, the vets to come in, you get a chance to take a look at the playbook, and you get your first true experience of the world of the NFL. Now, not the checks, like you're not getting those checks, but the actual, hey, I got to be in the meetings on time. Matter of fact, I better be early. I'm lifting a couple times, if not 3 or 4 times a week. But the beautiful part about it is, man, they got doctors there. They're catering food. They got chefs that are there. They have massage therapists there. But it's long days. Right. But it's your true first essence of, oh my God, I have a job.
I have a job. I am a player.
7:30. I have a job, and I'm showing up at 7. So if they told me to be there at 7:30, I was showing up at 7 just to make sure I was in the right location, parking in the right spot, not in a veteran spot.
Right. I mean, that's just smart. I mean, when you get a chance to be at that level, you can't take it for granted. I imagine that would be the smartest thing to do. Be there early. If you're not early, you're late. That's the way I would look at it.
You're right about that. You're absolutely right. And congratulations on you guys. Y'all got a jewel in Sonny Styles, man. He was him and his brother. They were highly recruited by Notre Dame. Actually, I thought that Sonny was going to come there, but that didn't work out. But good for him. He played with another good kid and Caleb Downs, who I know very well. Know his brother Josh and his dad. So you guys have a jewel there that's going to be able to go from side to side, be able to cover, be able to read the quarterback because he's a former safety. So he's got safety speed, linebacker size. He has intelligence. His dad played in the NFL, so he's been coached by a coach, and he's been coached by someone who played the sport. So he's going to come in with a high level of IQ, a football acumen. So congratulations to you guys.
Yeah, the Commander fans are definitely excited about Sonny Styles.
Let's talk about the number 1 pick in the draft, man. The Los Angeles Raiders were able to get Mendoza, man. What do you think that he's going to have an effect on their ball club?
Well, hopefully they get an offensive line there. The first thing that they did is, even though they overpaid for the center, was to get a veteran center there. So the center is so important. Is he makes all of the calls, meaning that he's going to check the protections, make sure that everyone is covered, whether a blitz is coming or not. So there's one less thing that Mendoza has to focus on. He can just keep his eyes primarily on the safeties and the mid corner to see who's blitzing and the linebacker, instead of trying to make those protection calls, whether he's sending the line to the offense, coming to the left or to the right, or making having your running back be a part of the protection. But it'll also let him know, hey, look, if there's a blitz, which guy am I responsible for? Meaning that he's unblocked and he's not accounted for. So Linderbaum is going to be able to make all those checks, let him know, hey, look, expect pressure from here, and then make sure all the offensive linemen are there. So that's one of the first key things. I'm sure that the running back can appreciate that as well. Hopefully they get their running game going. The rookie quarterback's best friend is a great defense and running game.
Right.
So if they can get those two things going, I think they'll be all right. Now, they're in a tough division. They got, the Chargers. They got Denver Broncos, who could have easily been in the Super Bowl last year. Mm-hmm. And they got a team who is known to be in the Super Bowl every other year in the Kansas City Chiefs. Although their quarterback is coming off an ACL tear, we expect them to be back in the fold very soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like you said, most of them are not signed right now. But the Jets did waste no time in signing their tight end and the edge rusher, David Bailey. They did sign them in minicamp already. So what do you think about that?
Well, congratulations to them. That's congratulations to them. I guess that money is slotted, and that's the beauty of the new pay system now, pay scale, is that it's slotted. So typically, what you're negotiating is how quickly I receive my money, how much of it is guaranteed, and are there any injury guarantees? So if they were able to work that out soon, now he's able to, because you can't practice without being signed. So you can be like, hey, we got a meeting camp. Well, I'm not signed, so I'm not showing up, because that's a risk and
liability,
high of a risk,
right,
and a liability, correct.
Right.
So congratulations to them, man. I like their signings. I like the tight end a lot out of Oregon. And, of course, I like Bailey out of Texas Tech, formerly out of Stanford. My daughter went to Stanford, so I followed him while he was at Stanford. And he really turned it up once he got to Texas Tech. So congratulations to him and his family.
And real quick, because I really, it's good, you're doing perfect. I wanted to go down the list of the top 5. So we got the top 2 in Mendoza and Bailey. Number 3 was Jeremiah Love going to the Cardinals, man. Do you think that they did good with that?
It's a surprising pick. I'm happy for him. I think he's going to be an explosive player. I know that they signed Algiers out of the Falcons. He was a rookie. He had over 1,000 yards here with Atlanta. Then they drafted Bijan Robinson. So he had to share time. Now he goes and signs with Arizona, signs a free agent deal, and they draft.
And then they draft Love. But I want
Conner there. They have James Conner there as well. So
yeah,
a 3-headed monster.
Yeah, I mean, what thing about this league is guys get hurt so much, and on top of that, you're able to keep fresh legs in games too. It can actually benefit all 3 backs at some point,
Oh, I definitely agree. Here's one thing. You cannot teach talent and generational talent. So whether you have a quarterback or not, you take Andrew Luck. Whether you have a running back or not, and you have that opportunity, you take Jeremiah Love. He is a legit 4'3". He's 210. He's 6'2". He's very athletic. He's jumped over people. Y'all see he likes to hurdle over people. Even when he had a hurt knee, one of his most famous plays was against Penn State. He had kind of banged his knee up pretty bad. He had a big ACL brace on, and he got tackled 3 or 4 times, including by Sonny Styles.
Right.
And he was able to find the end zone, and they prevailed over Penn State.
So that was crazy.
That was a classic game, crazy play. Game. They got all kinds of memes about it, and he's a legit star in this league.
Okay, and like I said, going with the Titans ended up getting Cornell Tate as a premier wide receiver down there. I think he should be. I think he's gonna get the rock this year. What you think about that?
He's definitely going to get he's going to get the rock. Hopefully they can still run the ball so that everyone is just not keying on him. It'd be interesting to see how he does with being the number one after having, not per se being the number one receiver at Ohio State, even though he got a lot of balls, got a lot of eyes, got a lot of touchdowns. I think he's going to be great for the young quarterback there and the new head coach. The head coach is defensive minded, so I think they brought in, I can't remember who they brought in as an OC to run that offense. But I like the kid. I liked him when he was at Incarnate. So I like the quarterback there. So I liked him even more once he left Miami. And he was able to do things. You can see what he does when he has talent around him. So put some talent around him and let's go to work. So I think they're going to be fine. I think they're on the upstart. They may shock some people, maybe even surpass some people.
Right.
Most of the people in their division, including Jacksonville, is still kind of iffy, even though Jacksonville should be on the higher scale as far as the upside. Everyone expecting Indianapolis to bounce back, and no one can count out the Houston Texans. Don't be surprised if Stroud comes back with a marquee season once they figure out their offensive line as well.
Absolutely. And the last one I want to talk about is Arvell Reach to the Giants. They got another edge at there. Giants had 2 top 5 picks. So 2 top 10 picks in the draft. So what do you think about him and what the Giants' chances are in the NFCs?
Again, a surprise pick, but I'm not surprised because of the talent level. And they seem like they draft a high-end edge rusher every year. But I guess they're trying to relieve those glory days because the 2 years they won those Super Bowls, they had a lot of pass rushers.
Facts.
Michael Strahan and a host of other guys that were there to put pressure on the quarterback. So it does not surprise me. I'll be interested to see if they keep them all, if they're going to trade someone who maybe hasn't worked out because John Harbaugh he's got his own mindset of what he's looking for and who he's going to play. And because he drafted him, that guy's going to play. So they have to justify that draft pick. So it'd be surprised to see how they put their defense together. They lost a staple in the middle, and they signed they drafted the guy out of McDonald, I think, out of Ohio State to fill that position.
Right.
So, and they got I thought they were going to take Caleb Downs at number 10. They took offensive guard. So you can tell the importance of the emphasis of where the coaching staff is putting their priorities, which is in the trenches, in the offensive and defensive line.
Okay, so speaking of John Harbaugh and edge rusher, his former team, the Baltimore Ravens, their 2 top shining stars in minicamp, the first round guard Vega, and their edge rusher, speaking of edge rushers, second round Zion Young, they're shining in the minicamp right up the road. We got to mention them from the Ravens because that's right now outside of town. What do you think about them?
Well, I've got to tell y'all, John Harbaugh was my first special teams coach when I was in the Philadelphia Eagles. So,
oh wow,
we go way back to the '90s.
Okay.
But speaking of Zion is an Atlanta kid. Went to school here on the south side of Atlanta. So I knew him in high school. Knew of him even when he went to Michigan State. Ended up at Missouri. Could have easily been a first round. So he's going to bring a lot of energy, a lot of size and speed to the table. Concerning Baltimore, hopefully they're able to replace their center and to get their running game going so they'll open up that passing game. I know they took a couple of receivers as well. So I'm just interested to see how...
Yeah, Jacoby Lane, they comparing him to DeAndre Hopkins right now. And like you talking about Zion, I didn't know you knew Zion like that. They calling him the wild man.
Yeah, well, I won't speak to his off the field. Actually. A little bit more off the field, but I just know him as a player and as a kid, just knowing him in high school. I get a chance to meet a lot of kids that are up and coming in high school, and just like Caleb, I've been knowing him since he was like 8th grade, Caleb Downs, from the Downs family. So I get a chance to meet and get a chance to mentor kids like that. And I mentioned, there's a number of a host of others that I've been blessed to be a part of. To be able to call them as friends, and now as confidants and NFL alum. So well, they're current players, but it's a good time. But I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward for Jackson to your quarterback to bounce back and to prove that he can win in the playoffs and he can stay healthy, because he's a generational talent, man. That I mean, you don't win 2 MVPs in this league without having talent. So now he just needs to prove it and showcase it in the playoffs.
Yeah, because the word is he hasn't agreed to sign that next extension. So we have to see how that goes. This will be a year he needs to prove it. So
Yeah.
So you got any insight on us that we don't know about? You can give us, man, behind the scenes, something you done heard in the NFL, man?
Not off the top of my head, other than they're having more international games. They're trying to add more games to the season.
Right.
So you'll start seeing more teams playing in Europe. As you know, they have one, I think, going in Brazil this year, or in Mexico.
And they got one in Australia.
Australia this year. So those are the big hot topics right there, man.
Yeah, they got some international games. They're trying to go global as they should. That's how they get more money and more revenue.
So, we don't know how long we got you, man, but if you want to say something about these NBA playoffs, man, guys, we don't want to keep you just on football, because right now, that's the hottest thing popping right now, man. The Knicks done already punched their ticket, man. Who do you see winning it all?
Looks like it's aligning for OKC again. They have everyone healthy. They're deep. They have the current MVP. They can go big. They can go small. They can just play their bench. But I will not count out San Antonio, especially with Wemby, because they're the one team who has beat them more than once this year. They have beaten OKC more than once. On the east side, surprisingly, and probably rightfully so, New York Knicks fans are finally getting a chance to cheer and cheer loud and take over stadiums, how they took over Philadelphia, which is a surprise. But it's not a surprise also, because Knicks fans are Knicks fans and Philly fans are fickle. They with you when you're high, and then they kind of fade off from you a little bit when you're not doing so well. So, but I thought Boston would last a little longer. And I was surprised during the season about Detroit, but they have to show me that they can finish off a season without Cade Cunningham being Superman. It'll take more than that once they get to the conference final. But I think LA is on life support.
Done.
I think San Antonio will pull it out over Minnesota eventually. Probably if they don't win the next two, definitely by Game 7. If they both go home and win in Game 7 in San Antonio, that would be a spectacle to go see. But I honestly think the winner out of San Antonio and Oklahoma City will win the championship. So I'm picking OKC. I think that OKC will figure it out because of the experience of being at that level, and they have some players that have been there, done that, and older in stature. But San Antonio is going to come hard. They got a lot of energy. I like Castle. I like a lot of their players, actually, not just Castle and Wemby. I like a number of their players. Obviously, you got De'Aaron Fox, who's leading the ship and kind of steadying the boat when things kind of seem like they're a little rocky. They've been down by 2022 and win by 2022 all in one game. So I know that they have the talent and the ability.
Man, hey man, thank you, Alan, man. Listen, I know you said you had another engagement, man. We appreciate you for calling in as always, my brother. Always, thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Yeah, this is episode 75, man. This is every episode, so we appreciate you.
Came in. Yeah, we appreciate
right on
you,
time, man.
We ain't gonna hold you hostage. Thank you, sir. And of course, hey man, it's the spring, so you know, fall time. You will be back.
We will give you a call back.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, my brother. Have a good one.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right, peace. Alan Rossum, lady. Look, we had to stop the show and get Alan Rossum a little bit of airtime. Yes, NFL superstar Alan Rossum. He called into the show, had to give us a little bit of insight. We even drove across the grass and got a little bit of NBA.
Yeah, get a little bit of something there.
You know what I mean? But we go back to finish
back to BlockBoy Box Talk, because it is real big right now. Which I don't know, man. I'm gonna get the UFC before I announce the next fights, because this was a weekend of upsets.
Oh man, you gonna talk about that? That is crazy.
Ooh man,
because that was tough.
15-0.
Goodness.
I'm trying to pronounce his name right, man. Really trying to pronounce his name right, man. Sean Strickland is the one who upset him, man. 15-0, went all 5 rounds, split decision. When Ron Strickland at 30 wins and 7 losses, he gets the victory. Now,
it's the UFC though.
It's the UFC. No, this is one of those names, like, you know, McMeganov, Chimaev, one of those names that you can't pronounce. That's a really extremely great grappler. Get you on the ground, finish you, takes you down 6-7 times. You might get him on the stand up on the hands, but typically they get the W. So the odds, I'm not even gonna put the odds out there, but the odds were tremendously favored in the undefeated phenom. And Ross Strickland, American, hometown American, 30-7, veteran, yet again. This is UFC. The big hype was drawn out. I'm talking about thick. I'm talking about they had 7 to 10 security guards in the ring up until they went and hit gloves. Like it was the tension was thick. It was a big fight. And something extremely interesting happened, I think, during the 3rd round. Chimaev, though the champion, went for a takedown and just didn't make the takedown and laid down on his back. Looks like he just to take guard, no punches, which was very interesting. I'm not gonna call foul play, but for those who know the game, it was a lot of money. Is just one bet alone is 1.2 million on Chimaev, and he lost. This is one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. I don't have the odds, what the odds were, but this was one of the biggest upsets in UFC history, and you heard it here right now. You heard it first from Marco.
Call from Gordine Central.
Let's see who we got coming on the line. BlockBoy Sports Talk.
Who we got?
Kareem Rashid. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
It's BlockBoy Sports. Y'all are seeing this happen live, ladies and gentlemen. BlockBoy Sports Talk.
Yes, it is.
What's going on?
Okay, you got to call in on a different time unless you are speaking on our show. We'll get back to you though.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
We're gonna need somebody else answering the phone at BlockBoy Sports Talk.
Yeah,
but
it's great.
Everybody wants to call in. Everybody wants to be a star.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yes. So the upset, Sean Strickland upset Chimaev, and it just seemed extremely fishy. Y'all can go check the replays out. That's one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. But neither here nor there. We're moving forward to these upcoming belt on this Saturday. I'm not even sure if my co-hosts know, man. I think I'm gonna have to buy tickets. This is Saturday, May 16th. Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, fighting right here in his hometown, Norfolk. Not right here, but Norfolk, Virginia, against Nahir Albright. Y'all like, who is Nahir Albright? Who is Nahir? If you don't know who Nahir Albright is, he just fought Frank Martin. And he got a draw with Frank Martin. And many believe that Frank Martin, after coming off his first loss with Gervonta Tank Davis, we thought Frank Martin was going to get in the ring and do what he does. But nah. Albright, actually, I believe he beat Frank Martin. And Keyshawn Davis, best to watch out. And if you don't know, this is actually part 2, because Keyshawn Davis beat Albright when he was 9-0, and it was a close fight. Hands went all the way down to after the bell. I'm talking about Keyshawn punched him in the face after the final bell. So this is a big fight going down. Lightweight is supposed to be at 135, but it's going to be at 140. Keyshawn Davis is now 14-0, 10 KOs. Nahir Albright 17-2-1, 7 KOs, and he just put hands on Frank Martin. So that is coming up May 16th, and I might be in the building in Norfolk, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big fight at 140 because we've been waiting to see who the businessman was going to get in the ring with.
Well, I hope you can go to the fight. I will be performing out the box.
That's the same night.
That is the night.
Ooh, that is the same
out
night.
the box doing theater, ladies and gentlemen. So those that didn't get their tickets, get your tickets in Washington D.C. If you're in Washington D.C., out of the box, I will be performing and doing. And this is a theater, it's a stage play, it's a dinner theater. Y'all want to come out and see that on that night? Just to throw that in.
We definitely gonna run that. We gonna run that ad. Hey, definitely, you can run that out the box ad, man. Anytime in the near future, couple minutes, man. We y'all gonna see that ad. But after that, we have 2 more fights. Saturday, May the 23rd. We have the best of the best. That's Usyk. Alexander Usyk. 24-0, 15 KOs. Best that ever did it. Best to put on gloves. He's fighting the ex-kickboxer Enrico Van Heeren, who's 1-0, 1 KO. I don't know if it's a passing of the torch. I don't know if Usyk is tired. I don't know if it's a big belt. But that's coming up. That's 23rd, man. All of this is this month. And then we have none other. Saturday, May 30th. Ooh, we talked about Monstro. We talked about David Benavidez. And who would I say the possible person who may possibly be able to beat him? Who I say would be Canelo. Demetrio Bivol. That's right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. May 30th, Demetrio Bivol taking on Michael Eifert. And that's happening in Egypt. Bivol's back, and that is the next 3 fights. We also have Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu coming up after that. Y'all stay tuned, man. We're going to get some box talk sessions in. We're going to do some predictions. We're going to get back on it.
We can definitely revisit those. It's not like we're not going to be here next Monday for those. So we can.
Nah, we're going to get some predictions in.
Right.
Shout out to the ladies, man. WNBA has started, man, and the Mystics are... Hey, they showing some prowess right now, man. Shout out to the home team Mystics, but the WNBA is in full effect.
Yeah, the WNBA is in full effect. The Liberty and the Valkyrie are both 2-0. They are the ones that are leading in their respective divisions. Also, I have to give a shout out to who I talked about, and I told y'all when she was in college. She's a monster. Olivia Miles. You already know she's a monster. Watch her with the links. She's a very special player.
Yes, right. Yes, Lord. She just went up against the Dream, and none other than I'm gonna say her name.
Yeah, go ahead.
Angel Reese. Olivia Miles went toe to toe. Angel Reese, man. It was a nice game, man.
Yeah, it was a great game, and the Dream edged them out, and then now Olivia Miles, I think they can ready to play Phoenix, so we can ready to watch her play. Trust me, that's gonna be great. And of course,
speaking of Phoenix, they had a nice little matchup with none other than Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go right into that. That was the whole thing I was going to say. Caitlin Clark, she is back off injury. Being Caitlin Clark, who she is, it's exciting. It's going to be a problem with them coming up. The funny thing is, almost now that I think about when I think Caitlin Clark, I start to think about Aja Wilson, who's a WNBA great, who just got the big bag, who actually, they ended up getting mollywopped. First game. Oh my goodness.
They bounced back the second game.
Oh my goodness. Woo. The first game, they got torched. And then I guess they got hit. They figured something out, and then they come back. And they got themselves together to keep it moving. So the WNBA is in full effect. It is early, and we will, during the course of the summer, we'll get more in depth into the WNBA.
They also got a new team. They expanded to a total of 15 teams as well. And this is the 30th season of the WNBA, man. Shout out to the ladies, the WNBA, man.
And they coming off that fresh the new contract that they got, where you got ladies getting M's now, playing in the league. So that's beautiful. 30th year WNBA, man. Y'all already know what it is. We love the ladies. Moving right along, I got it because we got the playoffs in the NHL, and right now y'all know the Hurricanes are dominating. They just sweeping everything that they doing. They just sitting back. They waiting in the cut like peroxide, as they say, laid back. They doing their thing. The Avalanche is up 2-1. The Canadians are up 2-1, and the Knights and the Ducks are tied in the NHL playoffs, which is on fire right now. So right now, we know the Hurricanes look like they ready to dominate the rest of the league. But we're going to see how that play out because they sitting back. I had to throw in because I'm moving along fast. I want to make sure we get because I want to get back to the NBA in a second. But before we get there, of course, I got to go to Major League Baseball. And in Major League Baseball, as we've always, the Rays are leading in the American League at 26-13. And I want to talk about, I'm sorry. They're leading the league with 28-13, but also at the home run race is completely starting to heat up again. And of course, who's up top? That dude for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, with 16. Schwarber also with 16 home runs. Murakami, the rookie, he's still knocking them out the park with 15 home runs. Olsen with 14, and Buxton with 13 home runs. So the home run race is really heating up in the MLB. We got that going on, and also considering that it's who was it last week? Last year we had the big dumper knocking him out. He hasn't really been this effective this year with his home run. It always makes me wonder what happens when you have a level of consistency with home run hitters and then some guys don't. Let's see what happens. Have the pitches adjusted to him or what's going on? We're going to see how that is. Ohtani also hasn't been hitting a lot of home runs this year. Still playing both sides, but the Dodgers have still been getting their victories, so they still on the road to doing what they do possibly later in the season. That's what's going on in the MLB. But with all that being said, I got to run all that down. Now let's get back to this NBA, man. Come on,
hey, man. I don't know. We gonna have to take a break. We can't because NBA. We need a half a short break again, man. I really wanted to go to this fight, but I'm gonna have to attend the play. I'm gonna have to be there. So I'm gonna miss this Keyshawn the Businessman fight. I'm gonna have to watch it on pay-per-view or Digital World Streaming Solutions. And you can go to digitalworldstreamingsolutions.com, man. Get you a subscription, man. Be able to watch everything you need to watch. Mm-hmm. But let's make sure you all get tickets because tickets are still available. Right. What's the name of the play, man? Run it down because you're going to be in the play, man.
I'm actually in the play. Out the Box is the name of the play. Faith-based play. It will be at St. Matthew's Church on Martin Luther King, Southeast Washington, D.C. You can go check it out. May 16th, 4 p.m. It's a dinner theater. They got it up on the screen for those who's seeing this. If you're watching this on YouTube, you see that it's on the screen. If you're not watching it on YouTube, you can go to outofthebox.com and they got you. You can get your tickets and all that good stuff.
Tickets are $35 for the people who don't see it on the screen. Yeah. And the address again, what is the address?
DM us if you want tickets.
May 16th, 2026, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yes.
Faith-based, inspiring film at St. Matthew's Church.
It's actually really, not that I'm in it, but it's actually really good. And when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, it's good. That's all I got to say. I'm going to just say that. But anyway, enough talk about us. Can we get back to the NBA, man? Can we talk about it? I know you know why I want to talk about. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No. Before you get back to the NBA, man. Because we just not gonna skip over the Washington Mystics like that, man. Because you know, and also the name of the new team is the Toronto Tempo. That's the new WNBA team. We got to give them a little bit more information, man. And then we got these are the stars, the new stars for the Washington Mystics. Mm-hmm. Sonia Citron, that's a god. She
been there though.
Yeah, but she's really
good.
And Shakira Austin, the dominant. She put up 18 points, 11 rebounds last outing, man. Well, I just wanted to shout that out before we get to the NBA because the ladies are doing what they do. One more lady in soccer, that's Trinity Rodman. They got another victory for the Washington Spurs.
But I was going to say about the WNBA also, because like you said, I spoke on them. Because you got Breanna Stewart, Kelsey Mitchell, Mariana Marbley, and Citron. They all averaging over 25 points a game right now, all of them. And matter of fact, Breanna Stewart's at 31 points a game. So I got you. I know what you're saying. We got it out there for the ladies. Don't ever think we don't like the ladies. We love the ladies. Please believe that. So we want to make sure that that's known. WNBA is in full effect. I told you we're gonna go back into it heavy. We're gonna have because it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Y'all gonna see us in the building,
but
man.
we got the playoffs.
The playoffs.
The playoffs, and
man.
I wanted to get back to the playoffs because of one reason. His team. Okay, this is what I'm saying. See, we beating all around the bush and going around the cow's barn instead of getting to the get to. Y'all already know the broom has came out. Okay.
And yes, let me stop right there.
No. The broom has came out. Okay. You got your man Embiid, aka Floorburn. He comes out and he speaks and he says that he had a successful season. No, you did not.
The
sir.
ultimate flopper.
Okay. No, you did not, sir. You did not have a successful season. It's unfortunate that you dealt with a lot of injuries. It's unfortunate. Hey, coming back after appendix surgery and so on and so forth. Kudos to you for those things. However, they had something called the process in Philadelphia. Not only did they have the process, they had PG-13, aka Paul George, playoff P. You had Tyrese Maxey giving you Allen Iverson-esque numbers all season. You guys even went as far to beat some people's favorite in the Boston Celtics, even though Tatum.
And don't forget about Edgecombe, because Edgecombe don't even look like a rookie.
Yeah, I'm about to do that. Okay. I'm coming on that. But not that I didn't forget Edgecombe. He gets a pass as a rookie. He was riding the rhythm. He gets a pass as a rookie. But he was a throw in because he was very effective in the series with the Boston Celtics. So here we have you guys showing up and being complete total fool's gold. It's actually pretty disgusting the way your team was dismantled by the New York Knicks. Kudos to the New York Knicks. Kudos to Mike Brown up there, because after Thibodeau being fired last year, after going all the way to the Western Conference Finals, a lot of people scratched their head and they said,
Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference Finals. A lot of people scratched their head and said, well, why would you fire somebody taking your team that far? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Now we are at the crossroads.
That's why
we are right here at the same point where you were last year with the coach that you fired.
You gonna let me get
so now, let me ask you this question, New York Knickerbockers. Are you able to go over the threshold and take it further because you fired your coach to get you here to take you to the next level? So let's see. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Go ahead. Say it.
And for those who don't know, I'm not a fanatic. I'm somewhat of a fan. I am a New York Knicks fan, however. Been there all my life, never liked another basketball team. Mm-hmm. This is my team. Mm-hmm. And yes, they fired Tom Thibodeau, and it was for one reason and one reason only. He did not utilize his bench at all. He ran with about 9 players deep, seven players deep sometimes throughout the season. They brought in Mike Brown, and he's a different type of coach. He didn't do a whole lot, but he does utilize the whole team. You'll see Shepard. You'll see a mixture of. I've seen some Knicks players I ain't never seen within the last couple of games.
Yeah, you saw those players because they're up 40. So that's why you saw those players, which goes back to, we're not going to argue with the coaching styles. That's not even what we're here to say.
Yeah.
When I said what I was saying was because the Philadelphia 76ers put up a poor performance and allowed you to even see the rest of the New York Knicks.
You're not going to just put that only on the 76ers.
Yes, I am.
Now you got McBride making 7 out of 9 3-pointers.
They played excellent basketball.
Yeah, so it's not that you seen these players.
No. They played excellent basketball. We've already given kudos to the Knicks. I mean, we can sit here and scrub the Knicks
and
for
check,
the next,
make all the check marks.
We can do that for an hour. But we know that they did that. We know that. This is what I'm saying.
They put on a performance, and this was a record 144 points.
Hey, listen. They put on record-breaking performance with threes, points. Hey, listen. Kudos to them. We don't, like I said, we would be talking for 2 hours. And that may be the Mike Brown effect. So he gets a shout out for that as well.
It's definitely the Mike Brown effect. I think he utilizes the whole team.
So, but
hence, I was just on TikTok with my broom out, holding it with my Knicks jersey on, number 11.
The 76ers are going to have to do something different.
Yeah, they don't have to do something. They shocked everybody by beating Boston with the injury of Tatum. Right. That's what a lot of people would like to blame it on. But Embiid looked extremely well in that series. So for them to come and get the broom, and belt to BTA that way. A lot of people are confused. It's disgusting. Appalled.
It's disgusting.
I would say confused, appalled.
It's disgusting.
So what is the name of your feeling right now about that?
Disdain, disgust. It was atrocious. It was actually a poor outing for their fan base. Decided not to even show up and just gave all of their tickets to the Knicks fans. It looked like it was Madison Square Garden 2.0. I mean, it's a lot that went on with that.
Hey, so man, with that being said, man, the Knicks
now
they moved on. They get a lot of rest because Detroit and Cavaliers is what, it's 2-2?
No, Detroit and Cavaliers are right now at 2-1. They play tonight. We're going to see what's going to happen with that one. It's going to be 2-2. It may end up being, we'll see. Shout out. So now we get into some So now let me talk to you for a minute. Mr. Harden.
Mr. Harden.
Now you and I, not personally, but through the camera, you and I have had a conversation multiple times, Mr. Harden. And I've asked you to simply show up. And I guess maybe you got a friend that watches the show that said, hey, they asking you to show up, and you finally did. You finally showed up for a game. But guess what? Because of your history, I don't believe you can show up. I don't believe you.
You don't believe you can do it again?
I don't believe you.
So James Harden, show him one more time that you can show up.
You got to do it again.
When you come in the building, say, James Harden, present. Yeah, I'm here. Do your little famous step back, travel 3 a few times more to get the W.
Well, yeah.
We need to see that. We need to see that if you're going to be a star
in the game, and actually continue to perform like the all-star that you should.
If you're going to have your staple in the game in history, you need to at least get to the finals, at least the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you have been subpar in the playoffs forever.
Right. And so right now, and we say this in jest, tongue in cheek and whatnot. But he showed up last game, and it was great to see him show up. I'm excited to see him continue to show up, along with Donovan Mitchell playing lights out.
The Spider.
Yeah, the Spider Mitchell. So we want to see. I just want to see him show up, continue to show up, especially when you look at him as being the veteran. Going against a younger team in the Detroit Pistons, who have turned the corner, as we've seen, had a fantastic season. Cade Cunningham is carrying that mob completely
on his back.
Yeah,
I don't think in both of those teams it's tight. I don't know who I would rather the Knicks play. Would I rather them play Detroit or would I rather them play Cleveland?
It could be
because Mobley, they can get hot and they can get ugly, and then we talking all this James Harden show up. Posey show up and then show up again with Spider at full throttle. That would be ugly. That could be a problem.
So anyway, let's move on from that one. We'll see. That should be exciting. That one I think might be a longer series. It might end up going 7 games.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be that way.
Moving out to the West.
Oh my goodness, my guy, Wemby. You know you are.
Oh, we're not going to Wemby yet. We have to talk about LeBron and life support.
That's tonight. No, we get that.
Okay. Oh man,
we're talking about with
so we're talking about Wemby.
Yes.
And you know.
Yeah. Throwing them bows. He thought he was in Atlanta somewhere throwing bows. I don't know what that was about, but unfortunately he threw an elbow, got himself ejected, and may have cost his team a game and possibly
the series.
And last but not least, it has not been sent out yet. You know how the league like to review stuff, and he may be up for a suspension for a game as well. I truly hope not. I hope they just fine him. Wemby doesn't come off as a player that's dirty. He's not a dirty player. He doesn't do a lot of complaining. In fact, guys pull and punch and do all kind of things to Wemby. So I can see him being frustrated, and he's not a big complainer. He's not a flopper. He's a top tier player because he's just that great.
Excuse me. And he's a block boy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Top block boy.
No doubt. He's definitely a block boy.
But for him to throw those sharp, skinny, cutting elbows, man, something got to him.
He could kill
them
somebody.
Them joints sharp as a knife with them joints. He threw them joints, man. Those are armed and dangerous weapons coming from the 6'6". You know what I'm saying? They even say it in UFC, no coming down with the elbows. So them sharp joints right there.
Yeah.
Man, hey Wemby, man, keep your elbows to yourself, man.
Right.
We need you to get, stay in the game because the playoffs are very more exciting with you in them. I hope you be back next game.
Yes.
I hope they don't find them.
Yeah. So
let's move on.
And that ended up making it 2-2. Long story short, the San Antonio, after he was ejected, it was still a great game.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was still tight most of the time.
And they weren't able to complete the victory without him. Shout out Anthony Edwards, man. Let me don't knock downplay Ant-Man. Ant-Man,
he
who's
showed
a
up
dog
there,
who's
too.
out there playing.
And he's still kind of
hurt. Yeah, exactly. Got you 36 points.
Hurt, not injured.
Yeah, but still hurt, and that can affect your game.
Yeah,
clearly.
Definitely. Sure.
Ant-Man out there balling. Nas Reed got banged up. Aaron Fox ended up twisting the ankle late in the game. But this is a great series. As I stated when the series started, Gobert, knowing Wemby, and that might be the Gobert effect. He might be whispering in their ear, man, listen, you know how we gonna get to him? He don't like contact. He don't like to be tugged, and we can frustrate Wemby. And that's what I said about Gobert knowing him. So there are a few things that goes on here. It's a chess match.
I even heard he said a couple of cute French words like in his ear that pissed him off. That's what I heard. It could be.
And that might be the case.
Yes. He's speaking a different language.
The case. Hey man, listen. So that's what it is. But now, moving right along to what's coming up also is the LeBron Lakers.
The LeBron life support situation.
Talk about it,
LeBron,
because I know what I want to say.
LeBron and the Lakers are on life support. They are holding on by a whim, and I believe that will be all for them tonight, as I believe OKC will be bringing out the broom as well. Yeah. We may see a lot of, other players from OKC, as we've been seeing as of late, because once they go up by a lot, they get the rest of their players as well, and we'll see how that goes all the way down to the finals with the Knicks resting. They got a couple of games to rest before they get to see who their opponent is, and if I would like to say if, but when OKC finishes off this sweep tonight, they'll have the rest time as well for whoever they play in Minnesota or San Antonio.
Yeah, because the Minnesota-San Antonio series appears to be going a minimum of 6 games, and the Los Angeles Lakers and the OKC game appears to probably be over tonight. Maybe by the grace of some kind of what do you say? I guess a team.
God.
There's always a higher deity. By the grace of maybe coming out and really saying, we do got LeBron James, who has a lot of heart, and maybe he can will his team to squeak out one game and make this a gentleman sweep situation. That is the only possibility I can possibly think. Maybe they can get a gentleman and then they go back to OKC and get beat by 50. That's about it. Other than that, this is probably a broom handle scenario.
Yeah, I believe that you hoping really for a prayer for them to get out of this.
Our Father,
you are thinking out of the box. Speaking of out of the box, man, run the clip again one more time for the play. Out the box, my 16th time, my co-host.
Basic team.
Hey, wow, man, out the box. Made it 16th, man. 4 to 8 p.m. because LeBron them needs a prayer.
Yeah, they need a prayer.
Y'all can watch it tonight. See some of the new and upcoming OKC bench players start in the fourth quarter.
McCain and oh my goodness, all of these guys that they have it's just not fair. It seems like it's not fair. I don't know. They look really like a well-oiled machine.
Man, shout out to LeBron though, man, for getting thus far without Luka, without Austin Rivers.
8, 9,
well, they held him 19 that last game. They held him under 20.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get the. I mean, it's
no excuse. No, you LeBron, you get 20. You have no Luka. You have no Austin. They have one of the best defenses, and this has been the past 2 years. They are the defending champions. We're not going to undersell OKC because Shea and the boys, benching all, coaching all, they are cream of the crop, top of the top, man. Top of the crop.
Boy, Mitchell is.
He's an upcoming star. He's a star right now. They shining light on him like, you ain't even got to wait.
It's tough.
You ain't even got to wait. We're going to go up and then let you play like you the star. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do that too. Maybe one of the arguably best players of all time. We're going to make him look subpar. He can't even score 20.
The boy McCain, I'm pretty sure Philly could have kept that McCain guy and coming off their bench, which is crazy how they let him go. Because I seen when they let McCain go and he's with OKC, I was like, why would they do that? And right now you can see the 76ers could have definitely used McCain coming off their bench. And right now he's coming off of OKC bench and it's lights out. It's not fair. Do you also know that the OKC, I think they got like 13 first round picks coming up over the next few years and a bunch of second round picks. Their front office has done an unbelievably stellar job. Okay, I don't think y'all understand that this OKC team is not going away anytime soon. Not only just for this season, even by some reach of the imagination that they don't win it all again this year, they will be back and they will be okay. I reloaded. Like, hey, I'm telling you, they reloading and they not playing around with you. So, hey man, get your front office together out there, teams, because the OKC is working it, man. They are working it. Shout out to the Washington Wizards for the #1 overall pick. We're not gonna get out of here without saying that.
Shout out to the Washington Wizards, man.
#1 overall pick.
They've been looking extremely well.
Yes, they may end up getting DeBanster or either Boozer or Darren Peterson, whichever one they get. The Wizards. Hey,
this time, keep some of this talent because it seems like a lot every time, and this has been historically. The Wizards, they will get a lot of great talent, and soon as they go somewhere else, they are a star. What's the guy's name that I can't pronounce? They start with A.
Just start going back to the Detroit Pistons when they had Ben Wallace and Rip Hamilton and Darvin Ham, all were Washington Wizards, and they won a chip. So I mean, Rasheed Wallace, he was a Wizard. I mean, we
can talk about
Chris
that all
Webber.
night.
I mean, we can talk about all the great.
What's the guy's name that started with an A? That was just, I think he was playing OKC. He got hurt. Or something.
Oh, Denny Avia.
Yeah, Denny Avia. He was just with the Wizards.
Yeah, Denny Avia.
He was just with the Wizards.
He's in Portland. Yeah, he was with the Wizards. But the Wizards. No, but here's the thing. The Wizards used him, got picks, and now that's why they're in the situation. But they ended up getting the #1 pick.
He is a monster. The white man.
Yeah. Denny Avia is nasty. Denny Avia definitely nasty up there in Portland. But right now they got the #1 pick, and they get the best in here. You got to think right now. They got Wheelchair Davis. I still got to call him Wheelchair Davis until he can tick. If he can stay healthy, man. No disrespect to you, AD. I mean, I love you, bro. You here in Washington. I want to see you.
Yeah, we want to see you on the floor. They want to see you on the floor.
Of course, we got Ice Trade with here now. Alex Saw, who was a big pick that they picked up. Keontae, the George. They got. I mean, they are deep. The Washington Wizards right now are definitely deep. And if Anthony Davis comes in and plays like the superstar that he can, that'd be great. In my mind, I would also like to see them maybe do something like you could kind of package up Anthony Davis in the pick and send him to Milwaukee
and get Giannis. That would be a dream come true for the Washington Wizards if hey man, say man.
Anyway,
hey man, say man. Man, this BlockBoy Sports Talk, man. Make sure y'all log on to blockboysporttalk.com. Get your merch, get your hats. We got the hoodies, we got the shirts, whether it be box talk or it should come up on the screen for our YouTube viewers where you can scan the barcode.
Yeah.
Can you run that, Devin?
Yeah, please. BlockBoy Box Talk, BlockBoy Sports Talk. Hey man, shout out to Alan Roslin for calling in. I mean, a lot of y'all out there, Facebook, Instagram. I hope y'all could hear him. Y'all might couldn't have heard him. Y'all might have been seeing us looking at the screens. But you go to YouTube, you can hear Alan Roslin, the NFL star. He called in and had a little conversation with us about NFL for who those who didn't know. But hey man, BlockBoy Sports Talk. We be right back here next Monday, man.
This has been episode 75, man.
Yes.
We've been doing this for a minute, man. Appreciate that, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Tune into our next live. Thank you, Bigo, Instagram, Facebook,
yeah.
TikTok,
All y'all.
of course, YouTube.
Yeah.
We at WBGR Studios. You gotta turn your phone sideways to scan that bar, man.
Thank you.
We are WBGR Studios each and every Monday,
Yeah.
man, and we're streaming on their platform as well on Facebook Live, WBGR Studios, on their Facebook page.
Yep.
So like, comment, subscribe, tune into our next live. This has been BlockBoy Sports Talk, episode
We out,
75.
man. We
out, y'all.
out. Let's go. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Let's go.
Let's go.